Hello, YouTube. Good evening. Tonight, the topic is be proud of who you are. And with me are Mariana and Bruna. Mariana, please, can you introduce yourself? And please, is it important to be proud of who we are? Why?
Hi, I'm Mariana. I'm 24 years old. I live in Bahia. And that's it. Yeah, it's really important to be proud of who we are. Not just thinking about sexuality and those type of things, but in general. And yeah, it's really complicated when we are part of some minority group, and yeah, that.
Yes, sometimes it's harder be proud of who we are if we are included in some minorities. And you, Bruna, please introduce yourself. And is it important to be proud of who we are? Why?
Hello, YouTube guys. I'm Bruna. I'm 27. I live in São Paulo with my family. I like to dance. I've been here on Talk and Talk since last year in September, and it's always a pleasure to be here in this meeting. And yes, it is just like Mari said. It's really important to be who we are, but it's difficult at the same time, because I feel sometimes we put ourselves down too much, and it's hard for us to see our qualities, So I feel that being proud of who we are, it's like, okay, I know I am good. I know I have good qualities. I know I am part of something, you feel comfortable. So I think it's really important. Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I think that when we saw ourselves in some group, it can be really interesting and matters a lot to us. And guys, my name is Leonardo. I am 27 years old. I'm from Belém do Pará, but I've been living in São Paulo since 2017. And I have been a host here since last year. And yes, I totally agree with the girls. I think it's really important to be proud of who we are, especially because it's also can help us to feel more confident. It's something that make us feel happier and being who we are. So this is really important. And Bruna said that it's not something easy. And this is the next question I want to know from you, Bruno, if it's easy to be who we really are.
I guess I don't know this answer because I was talking to some friends the other day. A friend was complaining he can't be who he really is around some people, and another friend said, "Yeah, but it depends, For example, I am somebody with you, Leo, and with you, Mari, but here in my family, I am someone else. I'm around, I don't know, my boss, or at work, I am someone else. So I think we are a lot of different people. There are a lot of personalities into each one of us, So of course, I think there are some things that are kind of similar in all of these places, but I don't know if it's really simple actually, because we don't feel comfortable all the time and everywhere, right? I think when we feel comfortable to be who we are, then it's easy. But we always need to be open to what, like to the others, maybe something we think it's nice, it's not to the other person. So we need to be careful. So it's difficult, a difficult question.
And yes, sometimes we just try to fit in some group, and in spite of we are not being who we are, just part of us is who we really are, and it's really complicated. And you, Mari?
I agree with Rona. I think it's a complicated question. And yeah, that's it. In some groups, it will be easier. And when we are, I think in general, when we are with our friends, because we choose our friends, so it's some people that we feel comfortable with, and we can be who we really are, and the most part of who we are. But in some context, we need to be in some context that it isn't totally possible. But I think at the same time, it's not that I'm not being me, but just a part of me that I need to be in that place. And sometimes it's safe to me to be in that way. And I think too there are two moments that we aren't really who we are, and in one moment we can choose to not be there, so I will just go out, but it isn't always a choice, so it's difficult. And it's good to think too that it's not always that we aren't comfortable that we need to not be there. Sometimes we are uncomfortable, but we need to be there to or to change something, or I don't know. That's it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that there are as there are some places, for example, when we are with some friends, that friends are the people who we choose be surrounded by them. So we can feel free to be who we truly are. But there are some places who is really complicated, that we just don't feel comfortable. And for example, I just came out a few years ago that when I was really comfortable to be who I am, I was not living in my parents' house. I have some friends that I could talk about, and it helps me a lot, a lot. um, okay, and yeah, as we said, it's really nice when we have some friends when that we can be who we really are. And girls, I want to know from you, who is the person or the place that you feel comfortable being really who you are? You can think the best place in the world. Who is this place? Mari.
I need to think. Oh my god. Uh, a place. Oh my god. It's a hard question, but I know some people. I can answer that. I have some friends that I feel really comfortable being who I am with them, and it's really good. And yeah, that's it. I think it isn't just a place. I think when I'm with those people, I feel comfortable, and maybe I'm in the same place, but with someone else, and it's not that comfortable. And it's really great because we feel like we feel in that way. So yeah, that's it. It's really good.
Yeah, it's really nice because, as you said, we just feel we don't need so much explanation about it, because we just feel that that are a safe place. And you, Bruna?
The first place I thought was on therapy. Talking to my therapist, I definitely feel I can be who I am. But most of the time here on Talk and Talk, I feel this too, you know. Just when there is someone I really don't know, then I think it's kind of weird, you know, like everybody is new, but like when there is, I don't know, you, Mari, Angel, Phil, then I feel like, oh, that's good. I'm safe, you know. There is someone I know for a while, and I'm okay, you know. Here at home, I feel I can be who I am. Not all the time, but most of the time. And around my best friends too, like there are some friends that I feel I can be who I am. And you?
Yeah, and I can say that besides my friends, this is the one of the best places in the world. And when I am with my aunt, she is amazing as well. She was the first person that I told that I'm gay, and she just said, "Finally!" And okay, thanks for helping me. Yes. And okay, yes, unfortunately, it's not everybody that has a safe place to be who they really are. So it's sad, but it's also true. Uh, and I want to know from you if it's important to fight for equal rights for everyone, and what benefits can this bring to society in general if everybody has the same opportunities, everybody has a safe place to be who they really are. Um, what benefits can this bring? Bruna.
Mm, yes, of course it is. I think the benefits, there are so many. I don't know if there is any drawback, you know, any negative point on this. But I would say give other people the space to be who they are, give them the same opportunities. Um, what else? Maybe to have to have diverse places to I don't know, because sometimes we can just see like powerful powerful people who are like just men, you know, and white. And then maybe if we give the chance to other people, if they had the same rights, they would be able to, you know, achieve higher positions and be more powerful, and you know, have better chances to maybe diverse places in general, you know. I think that's it.
Yeah, there are some positions basically who are occupied just by straight white men. So it's really complicated because we don't have diversity in that places. And we know that it doesn't happen because there are people who never had some opportunity in life. And you, Mari, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. It's really important to fight for equal rights to everyone, for everyone. And yeah, I think the benefits are everything that Bruna said. And yeah, we can see this in our society. It's really complicated. And even if I don't know, for example, at university nowadays, we can see more diversity, but it's not equal. At the same time, some people that are there need to work a lot, for example, and others don't need to work when they are in the beginning of the course, for example, the first or second semester. And it's really complicated because it's different when we don't have time, we don't have resource and everything, and it will impact in the future too. And not just that, we need the companies, enterprise. No, this is different. I don't know. The companies normally don't have that diversity, so we need this in every place, as Bruna said. But we need to think on the base, not basic, because the problem is there, and we don't have to change in the middle, because actually we're not really changing. And for you.
Yeah, it's not possible to achieve a good place if you don't have a good basis. So it's not impossible to some group of people achieve higher positions in companies if they don't have good skills, if they don't have good knowledge. And some weeks ago, I was in a meeting and that person started to talk some transphobic speeches. So, and I will not talk right now. I will not talk right now because I was really upset. And I know that it wasn't be an easy conversation. So I just decided to wait. And then the next day I started to talk, guys, let's think about it, who we are talking here, because there are people who are not achieving this place because they don't have opportunities. They don't have access to education. They don't have access to universities. So they are not here to talk for themselves. So let's just stop to think about it and stop to talk something like this, because it's not good. And girls, I wanna know from you if you have some situation like this that you have to fight or to speak, to talk in place of someone else that don't have the opportunity to defend themselves. Mari, have you done something like this?
So if I was in a place that someone speaks something like this, was transphobic.
Not exactly transphobic, but if you have to fight for someone else.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. And it's really, I don't know, I feel angry, tired, and I actually, it happens a lot. And every time I'm like, oh my God, I don't believe it will never end, it's this feeling. But at the same time, I know that I need to do something, say something, because maybe, I don't know, but maybe the person ever meet someone that said something when they say something like that, insulting someone else. So I think it's important to say. Sometimes it's really hard because I'm not calm, and it's complicated. I try to explain, but sometimes it isn't enough, so it became something complicated. But I always try to say something or do something.
Yes, tired is a good definition. Jesus, you're not like me because actually I think you are like me because I'm also angry, but I try to talk when I'm more calm. And you, Bruna?
Yeah, but it's interesting because this morning we were talking in my meeting, we were talking about silence and being silent in some situations like this, you know. I must confess, most of the time I just keep quiet and I don't have the courage to speak up, you know. I just feel it and I just like kind of keep it to myself, you know. But most of the like sometimes here at home I try to talk to my parents about some stuff they say, and they're always like, oh, you're always defending everybody. So I try to do it here, but on the street, like usually when I see or when I hear something, I just don't say anything. I I'm afraid actually, and that's it.
Yeah, sometimes. Uh, Sometimes, first of all, we don't feel comfortable to talk. And sometimes, even if we talk, people will not change their opinions. So we will discuss with someone that will not change. Make no sense. So,
Yes, and it's difficult because these are subjects that uh, people usually already have an answer. Like, and if you try to say something, they're going to answer you, and they won't be open to listen or to see things from another perspective. So it's really complicated.
yeah, there are some situations that make no change if we discuss about it. And as Mariana said, sometimes we're just tired to talk about it. Okay, girls. And I don't know you, but the in the LGBT community, there are a huge problem that some people avoid us because they are afraid that their child became a gay, a lesbian, or something like this. And I want to know from you, why do you think that people still believe that an LGBT can influence other people's sexual orientation? Because it doesn't make any sense. Brunan?
I have no idea. I think this may be of course this is prejudice and this is homophobia. I don't know where this may come from, you know, but it may be about like people from the LGBT community. They are seen as I don't know, as too free, you know, and I don't know, they are too happy and they just don't want to be strict and follow the rules, and they are just like crazy. And I think all these perspective, you know, um, makes these ideas, but it's difficult because I don't understand too much. So maybe I'm saying something wrong, but that's the first thing I thought.
Yeah, you are right. It's not, I think it's not just about prejudice, it's also about stereotype. Because even if you are a gay, okay, you can be gay, but not be that gay, okay?
Yeah,
Just be Like a man.
Boring.
Yeah. And you, Mario, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's like, why can you be gay just in your house, just in your home? We don't need to say that. And it's the same people that think that we choose. We choose to be on the LGBT community. We can change it if you want to. Just I'm just being bisexual because I want it. If I want to be straight, it will be possible too. And yeah, that's it. I don't know why, but it's still like this.
Yeah, and it's still a problem because there are some people who still believe in that gay cure exists, and it's not a disease, guys. So there's no cure.
Yeah, and I was thinking here there is that that thing that is if it really influences people, like for example gay children who watched TV with a lot of straight couple when they were kids, they wouldn't be gay or lesbians or well, so it's not real, right?
Yeah, and people just try to find some things to blame. So if I
Yes.
can see an LGBT and I can blame it to him from because of a problem, I would just do it. And it's also something that we saw a lot, especially people blaming LGBT because of any situation. So they just try to, oh, we have a problem. No, but you saw non-LGBT scene. We have a lot of problems in in your country, but the biggest problem is the case of an LGBT. Okay, and beside this problem of people blame us to try to change people's sexual orientation, there's other problem that is make joking with the LGBT community. And I want to know from you, girls, why do people still think that jokes with the LGBT communities are funny and it's not homophobia, LGBT phobia? Mari.
Um, yeah, they think that it's funny because they are homophobic, LGBT phobic, and I don't think that anyone are that say that it's really just I think, oh, it's a joke. They say that it's a joke, it's funny, but they I think they want to say something homophobic, want to be homophobic, but with an excuse and say, no, I'm not being homophobic. But I think that they know they are being, and uh, yeah, it's obvious that it isn't a joke for everyone, I think, or at least it need to be obvious.
Then something really interesting that someone said to me is, I think it was Felipe who said, "Oh, ask it to him why it's a joke," because they don't know explain why it's a joke, because they are just trying to be homophobic. with no, there's no explanation about it. And you, Bruna?
Yes, and I was talking about it this morning too, like people, if you ask them, like, I didn't get you, can you say it again? Like, can you explain it? I didn't understand you. They would definitely feel embarrassed and ashamed. So I think also there is a problem with this limit of humor, like um humorists, some of them think they can make jokes with a lot of things, uh, disabled people, Black people, indigenous, women. So it's there is no, for like most of them or for a lot of them, there is no limit. So they know they are spreading prejudice, but they just it's humor, just like Mari said, it's just a joke. So it may be comfortable, for them to just keep doing it because they don't need to change their behavior. And this is something that they will always find the audience to laugh, at these jokes. So they still think that it's okay because there is an audience that is going to laugh at these stuff. So um, this is a point, I think.
Yes, there are two problems: the person who makes the joke and people who laugh about it. Yeah, and yes, people sometimes just make it because, and they don't know how to do real humor. They are just trying to make anything there with no limit. Uh, okay, years. And the question number 8 is about the letters on the community that is LGBTQIA P plus, and uh, enough this letter and has a meaning, who is the representation of a group: the lesbian, the gay, bisexual, and the plus it's the group who are not really identified in those letters. And I want to know from you, why representativeness is so important for minorities, especially in the LGBTQIA plus community. Brenda, can you start, please?
Yeah, I think the word representativeness summarize everything, like, because people need to feel represented, people need to feel they belong to a group, or they need to belong to a group, right? Um, and it's really the word community is really strong, not just about the LGBTQAIA plus, but I think among the community there are other communities, so this is important to, like, find people who identify and who have who face the same experiences you've been facing. A lot of people, they have learned about themselves, and they have identified themselves this way because they heard someone else saying, and they identified with this, and they felt represented, they felt they belonged to that place, to that um, experiences, to those experiences. So I think this is why.
Yes, exactly. For example, in the gay community, there are the bears, the twins, and we are not, and it's not divided us. we're still the same group. We're just trying to belong in a exactly group of the LGBT community. There's no problem. It's something good. And you, Mari, what do you think?
Sorry, São João. Now I'm like this. Um, yeah, it's really important, and it's important, as you said, it's important to know the existence of every letter, and it's important to know who they are, who we are, and to and I think that to know who we are, it's important to see that in someone else, and especially when we are starting to know this world and the possibilities that I know nowadays it's a little bit different and teenagers are more into it, but it was like, oh my god, I'm seeing something new. I'm seeing new possibilities, who I can be. It's possible. So when we don't have representativities, it's hard because we you feel I don't feel represented by those people there, but who I am and how can I be represented and by who? So yeah, it's really complicated. And for example, to the bisexual people, it was that there was less representativities too, and it's important to know because there aren't just the gay groups, the lesbian groups, and the straight group. There are a lot of possibilities, and we don't have to be in one of those boxes. And in the past, it was a little bit like this. It was more difficult to say. It's my cousin, I think. To say, yeah, I lost my.
Okay, Mara, that is no problem. Yes, and people sometimes think there is just straight or gay, and it's a range. So you can be straight, you can be gay, lesbian, bisexual, you can be pansexual, and anything else. Yes, there's a lot of groups in this range. So you just need to find your group. Okay, years. And last question. Why are you proud of who you are? I'm really interested to know about it. It's Bruna.
Well, the first question should be, are you proud of who you are? If so, why?
No, it is
If
why.
not, why not?
No, it's why. Because why are you proud of who you are? Because Bruna is perfect. There's no mistakes.
Oh, well, I wish I
So,
were. I don't know. It's a difficult question. It's always hard to talk about our qualities, right? As I said in the first question. But I don't know. I think I am just nice, like I like to be nice to other people, and I think this is important. Being a human that like tries to be nice, and tries to be respectful, and I think I'm proud of these. I try to be as much empathetic as I can, and I think I'm proud of me because of this. Because I try every time to be like nice and empathetic, and try to help. That's it.
Yeah, and you always try to be better. I think it's something really that I really like in you. And you, Mari, why are you proud of who you are?
I agree with Bruna that the question needs to be different. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know. And to be honest, I'm not always proud of who I am. Oh, I try to be. I try. It's complicated, but I think I try the most when I need to talk about it with other people. Like when I feel that someone thinks that I don't need to be, I don't can be proud of who I am. So I say, yes, I'm proud. And I say why I'm proud. I don't know. I think I try to be nice too. I try to be empathetic, and I try to live my life in the way that I want to live, respecting other people, but not stopping to do what I want to do because someone else thinks I need to do something different, or be someone different too. And yeah, I think that's it.
Come on, girl. You are here. You are talking English. I think you talk French as well. Am I
Yeah,
right?
she teaches French. Like it's awesome, It's great.
Come on.
Yeah. You should be proud of it, like French. Come on.
Come on, it's French. Yeah, yours. And yes, in my case,
And
I'm
you
really proud of who I am because I'm hot, I'm pretty, bonita pra No, I'm just kidding. I think that I'm still learning and learning who I am. It's something that makes me feel really proud because some years ago, I just thought that, oh, you cannot be who you are. And then we start to put some blocks in ourselves. And now I just trying to break these blocks and find out who I am. And it's really complicated. It's a long life learning, but I'm still doing it. And it makes me feel really proud of who I am. This is my reason. Okay, years. So it was amazing. I loved this conversation. You are amazing, girls.
another night you're going to finish the meeting earlier. No, it's okay, Leonardo. I won't say anything. I would keep talking and talking, but you just want to finish it. So it's okay. No problem.
Yeah, let's just finish because the other question is not that good to
Not that
talk
nice. Okay.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
too heavy.
yeah, to have. And I'm not in that mood to discuss about it because I'm really upset about it. So
Okay.
I don't want to discuss about it.
It was great talking to you as usual.
Mari, thanks
Yeah,
for
I loved it.
coming. Bruna,
Thank
I
you.
love you, girl.
I love
And
you too.
I
Nice
really
to meet
hope to
you.
see you here again next week, girls.
Of
Have
course
a
it is.
great week
Have a great night.
and bye bye.
Bye.